Hello, and welcome to another PC build log where we look at how far your money will go in today's market to kind of build a computer to meet the minimum system requirements of, say, your favorite game or a game coming up that you think will be a lot of fun. Today's game I'm looking at Riders of Icarus, coming out July 6th, so just right around the corner. The minimum system requirements, which you can see on the screen now from Steam and from another source to kind of help validate whatever I see to make sure they're not, posted in one site it says one thing and then in another site it says another. But it looks like it's pretty uniform, so good job, Nixon. So moving on, we're looking at parts and ratings, everything that has to be high quality. People say, this is a great motherboard or this is a great CPU, then I can use it for this build. If it gets poor ratings, then I'm not going to use it. I try to get the cheapest part possible with the highest quality. So beginning, you can see on the screen now the Intel build, well priced. Of course, CPU is pretty high priced, but that's what you're going to get with Intel anyways. All the parts for Intel match up with the minimum system requirements pretty well this time around. Some games, it's just impossible to find anything that's similar. So the updated version of the Core i3-2120 is the Core i3-3220. At least I think it's the upgraded version. Everything looks pretty damn close. For the AMD build on the screen now, you can see that the AMD A8 5500 is kind of the lower end. Doesn't exist really anymore on the market for like a reasonable price. So the AMD A8 7650K is its replacement for this build at least. And it's about as close as possible as you're going to get with the amount of gigahertz and cores. So it matches up pretty darn well. The AMD looks much cheaper in this build, of course, just because their CPUs are usually running about a bit cheaper. Everything else looks pretty good. For the GPU, the GeForce GT 710 is about as close matchup that you're going to get with the GTX 260. It's just really hard to find something that low end that will, match up. And I don't know why they would recommend, as this is a minimum system requirement for an MMO with as touted good looking features as this one seems to be pushing. So, and the same thing on the AMD side, the 7670 isn't really available. There is, though, 6950s floating around here and there for a good price. So I substituted that in, and they match up really close anyways. From 280 to about 450 bucks, you can see where your money will stretch to meet the minimum system requirements, depending on if you want AMD or Intel. And this is what the whole premise of this kind of video is all about: how far your money will stretch to get you into the game at bare minimum low settings. And I get a lot of questions and emails about that, always asking, can I play this game at the lowest possible settings? And often it's a lot of people with dated laptops. And I'm going to tell you right now, you can probably. It seems like this game has the ability to drop settings down to so low that anything can really play it, especially if they're recommending these sort of parts. But we'll see when it actually drops and people start, reviewing it and all that kind of stuff. Beta is going through right now, I believe, so that should give us a lot more information. Thank you for watching. If you have any suggestions or comments or questions, go ahead and leave it below, and I'll do my best to help you. Or maybe someone else can help you who's watching this. And go ahead and click that annotation in the box right there in the screen, and you can subscribe if you'd like to subscribe. And that helps support me and shows that you enjoy the video or you appreciate anything I'm doing here. Thanks for watching again.